All right. All right. All right. Let's emphasis on the dog ears trading here. What's up, everybody? I've been going through the labor and motions of balancing my mindset correctly when approaching paid and funded accounts this past week, specifically 4 days. I've now gotten 3 paid accounts and I've failed 2. First PA, I failed in about 3 days, and the second PA, I failed in about 7 days. And now so far, I'm about $1.3 thousand up in 4 days on my third paid account. I trade during all hours, so about 4 p.m. here, live in Mountain Time. So 4 p.m. I hit it as soon as things kick up. Until about 2:15 p.m. the next day, I got an eye on the market looking for opportunities, using a couple indicators in the classic support and resistance. Nothing fancy at all. I'm using a much less outwardly emotional attitude. I say outwardly because it is still happening under the surface, the panic, the rage, and the ever-long Foo Fighters type anxiety. But it's more subdued now, to a point where I don't really have to think about it consciously as much. I feel it, whelm it, and then let it go. And only once in a while does it fucking bubble to my surface and I scream, fuck! Really, really loud. That's something. Ay caramba. For this next little piece, I'm going to call it Easy Seeing, because I couldn't come up with anything more clever. You know easy listening, right? Barry Manilow, Nat King Cole, Gummo. Having certain colors which you prefer, make it easy to look at the chart. Easy watching, easy seeing. Soft on the eyes. Or like everyone's favorite sexist uncle would say, easy on the eyes. Which we don't want to hear. More than likely not, you are not the most comfortable when watching red candles. I myself enjoy green. However, for the red, I find myself super freaking anxious, fearful, and even angry. Sometimes, even when I don't have a position, I'm just like, oh, when I see a green one, it's like, all right. And I see a red one, it's God. And I can't really explain why it pisses me off, but it does. I use a different body of green for the long candles. I don't really care about the wicks. I don't have hawk eyes. Don't use green for the green candles. Those are the same. Basically, for the red candles, I use a soft purple for 2 reasons. I love purple. Prince, the smell of lavender, royalty, elegance, banging ass fuck. And the second reason is that it's a pretty common color. I thought about using blue. I just don't like blue as much. Blue is also a common color. Greed does induce envy, but I like greed. I'm a trader. I'm trying to make my way in this world. The research that I've done has been pretty surface level, unfortunately. I'm not entirely sure if it really does have a true effect or if it is placebo effect, but this small change does help me. I've noticed that almost immediately the day I decided to do it, and anything to increase the likelihood of success is what you need to do. Nothing is out of the question. Since I go both long and short, when I see an opportunity, having the candles in 2 colors that I really enjoy and even give me some calm definitely helps. It's all mental, obviously, like I said, but I don't mind. It helps because I trade a majority of the day and sometimes in the evening, at least checking in every now and then for a second or two. I like to eliminate or reduce the amount of emotional duress I feel when trading while not becoming delusional in the process to real risk. Creating a conducive mental environment is crucial. You've heard it before, becoming comfortable with being uncomfortable. People nary change when there is no... You have to get real friendly with everyone's least favorite friend that starts with an A. Anxiety. People nary change when there is no action or friction. Create fire and pursue it. Burn and get next to the source of inspiration, motivation, and always keep your discipline. If a strategy isn't working, change it. If you prefer orange and yellow candles, who gives a shit if you want to do Garfield theme? Shit, you could make both of the candles green if you wanted to and eliminate the contrast altogether. I'm not entirely sure how that would work out. Thinking of it off top, maybe it would be legendary. Who knows? You make the rules, and you cannot think like 99% of the other traders out there right now, or 97%. They're not successful. What works for someone else will not work specifically for you. And it is all over the course of days you locate and refine your edge. Every trade is another step closer to a higher win rate strategy. It's not about ever becoming perfect. And if you really want to get into that, there is, I believe, a book about the man who had about a 98% win rate in the market. He killed himself. I don't know. Yeah. As for my account, I am currently up $13.89 in 4 days on my paid account under Apex. I can go into why they are one of the better brokerages to form a relationship among others if and when that time comes to it. If anyone is interested, I can go into what indicators I use and why, or some more specific live trades and why I choose to let positions play out instead of closing or add to them even though they're losing. DJ. Something I notice that I do differently is have a certain respectful attachment to my positions, such as not exiting a micro when I am wrong by 100 points, letting the market bounce and flow how it needs, and playing the price action when given opportunities. I usually wait for another play of the same vein to form, and then when I add to these losing positions, it's only in the effort that I feel as though I am only going to have a good chance at exiting the position if I increase my odds of failure at the same time. Say I'm down 50 points and I add one micro to the position. Now I need 25 points to break even and not 50. Obvious math. In the grand scheme of things, it really does matter. Increasing that golden sliver of possibility and probability in your favor, even though it doesn't seem like it might be the best thing to do. I guess it does depend on your win rate. My win rate over the past 250 trades is more likely close to like 60%. It's not anything amazing. My biggest issue is letting losers run like crazy. I let my losers run sometimes further than my winners. I have really big green days when I just let my winners run and I don't try and hit a specific profit target. I just constantly place my stop right underneath the current position by 5 points, 10 points. So at most on a micro, I'm going to lose 20, and then on a mini 200, which is a lot. With a mini, I keep it a lot tighter. Yes, I add to losing positions, a hot topic that I myself am trying to still figure out. Now, it isn't normal, and I don't plan on being normal intentionally or not at any point during the journey to success, though when I think about it. I haven't read or seen many stories in which the awe-inspiring moneymaker main character wasn't odd one way or another. And not to brag, but as a child, I was called a fucking weirdo and a stinky freak. So, you never know. On the account that I bought wrongly under the Rhythmic platform and Ninja Trader, that is now paid and ready to trade as a PA as of tomorrow. Biggest trade on that one was about 380 on a mini, and the biggest loss was around 110. Anyway, that one passed with around 1700. For another unnamed brokerage, which you could probably take guesses and hit one, I'm sure, I'm up 500 and I'm trading mostly micros. I did trade one mini, and it was not on accident. I went long and got 6 points Tuesday evening. Beyond that, just micros on the old NASDAQ and no more than 2 at a time on that account. It's a very slow grower, and I'm just trying to get to 1,000 over the course of 10 days. On that PA, if I do get it, I would probably keep the same thing, 2 micros at a time. On my PA that I've gotten up, I trade 3 micros at most, and I'm trying to be more confident and be able to justify adding to winning positions like I do with my losers. To clarify, if there's room over here, I don't know where the fuck it's gonna show up. I hope to God this continues. I see minimal losses until the first payout. I've done the math. If I do everything right, I'll get a double payout. I've been trading futures since March and options since 2020, so in no way is any of this advice that you might want to take. Good luck this week, and I'll see you soon. Make some money. Make some money, fucker. Ciao.